Welcome everyone for another week of Mother of Monsters. I want to thank every one of my players for being here on time today, despite a little bit of setback. But again, we're here for another week of our homebrew Pathfinder game. Last week, a bit of a synopsis. The party members made it triumphantly through the Crypt of Tula. A little bit more light was shed on some of the histories involving Hunclay and what seems to be taking place in this area. The party members were able to find some of Tula's loot, was able to also quell her husband's vengeful spirit, while also putting to rest some harmful and corrupted spirits of children, even some of those unborn. They evaded some traps and made it to Tula. Well, they finally laid her to rest, but not before collecting some very valuable weapons. This session picks up with the party members walking out of the crypt triumphantly into the dragon bones of where this apparatus or whatnot, dragon that laid rest, his final resting place. So we'll pick up from there. So we're going to have the group out, unless there's anything else that you want to explore.
I believe we've about used up all that we can do here at this end, right?
I believe so.
Better check to. Let's take a look at it and make sure that the coastline is clear. We weren't followed by the that massive ship, were we?
Let's make some perception checks for the party. There was no resting, so it is safe to assume that I don't think it took very long to get through this. As the party ventures out into their boats that they have tied together, Guko, Bert, I'm gonna let Juno make a perception check as well. I remember Greer had told the group that he's getting the caravan ready and was going to wait for them in the morning to set out. Juno, the fog is so thick you don't see nothing. Burke is going to tell the group that he does see the ship. It still looks as it is in the direction where they lost it at. It seems that they are peering overboard, is what Burke relays to the party. Don't forget that this lake is massive. You should be able to pull in your journals and see how big this lake truly is. I want to say it's still another 15 miles to the town, so it can still take you, a lot longer to row.
What do you see, Bet?
You didn't lose anything, Guko, from what I remember. Just time.
Okay. Okay. So we're clear then. We can head off in. Are we going back to where we were? Are we headed in a new direction now? We've got quite a good deal to unload. Let me map here. Anybody have anywhere in particular they'd like to travel?
I expected back, but how to get back without past the ship might be hard.
Well, you're at Ember Lake, and it's about 15 miles if you use the key down there at the bottom. So, and you see that the boat is about a mile off from.
If we head back to Nepal, they'll probably catch us if they see us.
We are at Ember Lake, or
Yeah, we're in this little island
in the middle. Yeah.
Can you do that the thing you did last time that kind of let us get away?
Yes, surely.
I mean,
I
you can.
can, I can figure out a way to do it.
Okay.
I remember we briefly spoke about the rules of
So-
how solid image works. Are we
Yeah,
gonna continue
Yeah,
to
that's why I
forego
said-
and go to the correct and what
Yeah.
the non-OP version?
What? So what? How does it work then?
I will
Like
select an area through which the spell works, and if we go out of that area, we will be visible.
You can't like affix it to a locale like a ship.
Only if there is a map of the inside of the ship. That way, it will be moving along with the ship. But otherwise, if it's in a general map, it will stay in the map.
I see. That's a very interesting interpretation.
Oh, I've been researching a bit.
That's like I cast light at the end of my staff, but then you move. It's like, hey, why isn't it following my staff? I don't get it. All right. Well, that's fine. So then I guess that means you can't do it. Then I guess they're just gonna catch us and slaughter us in our while we're sailing.
It will still be a.
we could
Or
the party maybe
that's-
could just go maybe more north, I guess, and maybe just take the road down from I'm not sure. I think it's spelled. Let me see how this was
Goldrum,
spelled.
Goldrum, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might be the best bet. If I'm not mistaken, we came up from the south, right, and we
Mhm.
rounded the. So if we head due west, that's probably our shortest path to the shore, and then we can do their long nines and then come down the coast, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, kind of. We make a quick. Maybe we shoot over to Sandpoint. That's a much bigger port. We could help
So
out with some of this stuff.
it's actually west on Ember Lake. Can I get a local check to see? So this town is pretty let's see, hold up.
Scratch that. I don't actually have local. My bad. So that's a 10.
Okay. So it's 10. Basic, you know that the town is a little bit bigger than Ibors, bigger than Sandpoint, I believe. It's known for grain and lumber across the Lampblack River, and you know that there's a very famous arcane college there.
Well, if that place is bigger, then maybe that's where we need to go anyway. All right, I say we make for it and try our best to evade the notice of the ship as long as we can, and then if they catch us, we'll try to run for it. Agreed?
Sounds good.
All right, let's make away.
So let's see how long. Someone can help me out from the path. How many miles is that? Let's see. Let's see how long this takes. I don't think it's that long. If that's 20 miles, I think it's at 15. Yeah, it's about half, so it's about 8 miles. So the party's gonna, I guess, set their boats off and go a mile up, and then go a mile out. So how long does that take?
It's like
Pathfinder.
I want to say it's like 10. It's like 10 miles an hour if you're really moving. If you like, I don't know how fast these. I mean, maybe even faster if these sails.
It goes. The boat goes 30 feet per hour.
Oh, you're using like the yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. So 30 feet is the movement speed,
Mm-hmm.
or 30 feet is. So if we double move every round, that's what it is.
Travel Pathfinder.
So we getting only the big bow, right? Not the smaller ones.
Let's see here. We got raft, or here we go, rowboat. Per day. You can only go 15 miles per day. You can go 1.5 miles. So
Uh,
perfect. So now, if we're around,
aren't we in the sail one?
Yeah, we bought with the bigger one, right?
yeah, sailing ship. So 2 miles, 48
That
miles.
that
But it's not a
was
sailing
faster.
ship. It's a sailboat. So at this point, from what I'm giving the party, as you emerge from the fog was really thick, and it was what's the word I'm saying? Overcast. It's very dark and rainy because the rain's picked up. It was hard for the party to tell. You left, and once you get to Galdora, I believe is how you pronounce that. I'm not sure. Galdora. You notice that the sun is setting. So it, from some reason, has taken the party a whole day to get to Ember Lake, get to the crypt, and get to Galdora. You walk into Galdora, you can see farms, because you abandon your boats for like a more of like a brisk pace. No, I guess the sailboats might be better. I'm trying to save the party time. So we'll just say you arrive on your sailboats. But you can see farmlands spanning to the south of Galdora. It seems it's a very, very small town, not very populated, from at least the outskirts. But what's odd is that even though this is a small town, you do see a very, very beautiful academy which is the major center of the town. Um, what would the party do as you start to make your way to the docks of the town?
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, idea to stow our boat just short. That way we avoid the port records and the port fees, and who knows, that ship that was out there looking for us might have originated from here. Not necessarily very likely, but it's possible. So let's stow our ships here in the reeds off the coastline,
I think we
and we.
can hide them somewhere and then be able to bring them back.
I didn't catch anything you just said there. I don't know what happened earlier. You were loud and clear.
Is there a way we could get the ships back to Nybor later somehow?
Well, at this moment, they're
Yes,
just
certainly.
you probably could, but they're just as a DM talking. They're just simple sailboats. And rowboats. It was not the mechanical one, the faster one. It wasn't that one.
Right. Now, yes. Well, obviously, we want to return that property we were loaned. Eventually, or perhaps we can pay them recompense. I'm sure we have the money for it at this point. But I'm just worried about, getting our ships blown out of the water. What? While we're sailing, and then of course we've got no ships and no heroes to return to Nabor either. So
Yeah, I was wondering if we should try to get a wagon or something.
it's not a bad idea. Actually, while we're in town, we could hire a sailor to just bring our property back via water or something along those lines. But yeah, wagon's not a bad idea either. Let's see what they've got in town. I definitely want to check out the marketplace.
So at this moment, the sun is setting. You can see that things are starting to close down as well. There is okay.
lively inn.
Yeah, I know. I'm just googling it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do. Click one more. Click 3. Oh, as you walk in, you can hear a little bit of the lapping of the water as it hits your boat. The rain is starting to pick up. Again, it's odd as the air is thick with humidity for this time of year. Very humid. Very humid with frigid rains. The rain makes sense, but the humidity doesn't. As it seems like as you pull your boats, your makeshift craft, you make your way to the Exotic Cheese Tavern of Goldar.
That sounds like exactly what I was looking for.
Exotic chicken, you said?
No, cheese.
Exotic cheese.
Cheese. Okay.
Quite a raunchy smell there coming out of this one.
So you pull there, your boat hits the reeds or whatnot because you sail more towards northern, so you hide your boat. Can we do a hide check, just to see if we can hide these boats pretty well?
Sure,
Stealth check?
I suppose. Yeah, is it a stealth check? Like a bluff? I don't know. Yeah. Survival, maybe?
Your survival, I guess, to use some of the reeds, but it's high, but really that's the high check. Survival, yeah, we'll let stealth. Bert's got a good stealth. Bert, being from the swamp, he makes his way over there and pulls some reeds, and Guko, you give him the cattails and things of that nature, and Nalia helps and aids, and she's very successful, making it a 31. Juno as well. So you're able to hide these boats here. You can hear the creaking of the dock as it sways, and the party makes their way to the Exotic Cheese Inn. The Exotic Cheese Inn. Okay.
It's probably got a bit of a wine
Okay.
reserve here.
Sorry, I'm doing name generator. So you walk in. Let's see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a random old school D&D. Here we go. So and dragon races. If I can find a picture. Perfect. Okay, what we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll roll a d6, and the last one would be. Wow. Okay. So you walk in, and you see. You're very shocked by what you see. Well, at least you see a race that's not typically seen in these parts. Roll a 6. You walk in and you begin to see a humanoid with a reddish hue to his skin. He's got short black hair. But this group has seen dragons, kobolds, so you're not surprised by this, but the next thing definitely, haunts you. You see it seems to be some bony protrusions from his forehead as he's walking and serving the patrons of the tavern. You notice a barbed tail and oddly colored eyes. As he smiles, you can see the slight manifestation of fangs. And for fingers, you know that there seem to be like claws and fingers. But still, the tavern is lively and jumping with music.
Hey, what? Burke, what is that?
Do I know the species?
Yeah, give me a local
No,
check. Give me a local check.
it's untrained local.
Your train?
I
Do you
am
know,
untrained in local.
Juno, what is that? It looks
And
like.
I have already spent my
Oh,
once
Oh,
a
no.
day auto training.
um, Juno told you that as a tiefling. He seems taller than average, lanky frame, but it says a side with smooth horns that curve straight up from his temples. His tail is standard length, thicker with a flat, wide end, while not too otherworldly overall. One thing that is strange about him is you notice he does have his eyes are he does have like a strange eyelid direction. They seem more hooded.
It's like a half demon. Well, I've never seen nothing like this. Well, I'm gonna kind of sit down at a table a little bit further away from that creature than normal, and then see if we can get us a drink, and that'll take the edge off.
Okay. So the group, you go in. You notice that you see a lot of for this to be a small town, you notice a lot of younger patrons there. You definitely detect magic. Would you detect magic? That's quite odd to be a town small. You see, it seems like a hole in the wall, but the fireplace is going. But you notice that the fireplace isn't giving off any heat. Um, but still, you hear the popping. You can hear laughing.
Look at this place. It's like a bloody Talarian Academy. This is wild. I hope it's not that much more expensive. They better not do any sleight of hand with my money. Oi, barkeep, is there any rooms available?
So as you say, barkeep, that tiefling man smiles, and as he smiles, you see his fangs kind of go past his bottom
Of
lip,
course.
hitting there on his chin.
Bloody.
And he smiles at you, Guko, and he comes right over, and he... Let me see, my name generator. Okay, we're gonna go, well, Cosiris. Cosiris. So he comes up, he says, my name is Cosiris, I'm the barkeep here. I own this exotic place by the exotic cheese inn here in Galdar. You look a new face, I see. I've not seen you before. This your first time in?
Yes, absolutely. This is we haven't. I've never been this far north. I don't believe, but me and my compatriots here, we're looking for a place to stay. We heard, of course, that that this is the best cheese in the area.
I guess that's what everybody says. Don't. It's You know what? Never mind that. Yes, we can. What kind of cheese are you looking for? This is a magical town, so unfortunately I came here to set my sights on going to the academy here in town, but unfortunately I didn't have the money to keep up, so I opened up this tavern, and I've just ever since been using what natural magical abilities I have to make sure that my patrons have a great time.
Although we have a little bit of averages.
Upon hearing Burke speak, he is kind of shocked by seeing the presence of a kobold, and even that's odd for him. And he's very curious about, and he says, "Repeat that again."
If we can have a little bit of averages, I like to taste them so I can replicate the flavor later.
What? I have something very, very dear to our hometown. I don't. How are you? How strong a stomach do you have?
Well, I'm not super strong, but I can handle some things.
Okay.
That's a 46 speaking.
Hit him with it. He's a bloody half dragon.
Okay, I'm doing lots right now because this is off the cuff. Here we go. I'm gonna roll that check for you in a moment. Let me see what level our dropout would be. Let's go. I'll just go easy and I'll go plus. We'll say level 5 and I'll see output because I'm a bar patron. Okay, you have fooled him. You have fooled him with the bluff check. Okay, no, you have not fooled him with a bluff check. But his sense motive. What is your perception? Look around for potential threats. It doesn't seem.
I have a plus 17 in bluff.
Okay.
Yeah, he was talking about me.
Yeah, talking about
This is
Guko.
different.
Yeah, talking about Guko.
I rolled that a long time ago.
Yeah, I know Guko. I'm trying to keep up. But perception, you don't see anything off-putting that looks unsafe. He says he does have the best cheese. He says he's got Kasu Marzu. Not sure if you know anything about this cheese, but
Desna, bless you.
he says, I see this one had a sense of humor on him. Do you know that Kasu Marzu is very, very particular cheese. You know that maggots are used for the ripening process, and you know that they say that these magical maggots are very nutritious.
Just what I always wanted was to eat a bunch of maggots. So, yeah, about rooms.
So the cheese, during the cheese making process, the cheese is exposed to a particular cheese fly, which lays the eggs in it. Later the maggots hatch and turn the cheese into a creamy, a very strong tasting specialty. The second one that he has a water buffalo cheese. The water buffalo milk is very high in fat and produces extremely smooth cheese. So that's what
what is your
Cars
most
tells you.
delicious cheese?
Okay, he says, well, that will be for the meat and the cheese. This is a specialty. I know that this place may not look like it's much, but we do have the best artesian cheeses, and we even have wine from Ravenclaw. Yes, I said it. We even have wine from Ravenclaw. Has a very mushroomy aroma to it, a very tawny tasting, very rare. But I do have some wines from Magnum from Kosovo and things of that. So let me know what you're looking for. But I'll tell you that the Ravenclaw wine is definitely worth it.
You've never seen Guko wine. He can wine with the best of them. So, what's a typical, if we were to get rooms, each, preferably someplace private, for the evening lodging.
He says I normally don't have room to some more of a tavern. I have some space you could stay if you're just traveling in town. I mean, we do have an inn here that would be much nicer accommodations, but if you're just in for a couple hours or just trying to lay low, you could maybe stay. We have a finished basement down below. I will warn you though, it does smell, of course, like cheese.
Yes, cheesy, quite. Well, yes. I guess we'll head to the inn a little bit later. But yes, we'll enjoy the camaraderie of your magnificent fortunes here, and then perhaps you can point us in the direction a bit later. Burke, are you sure you want to try every cheese?
Well, I will start with the most delicious ones, and you can leave the other ones for another time.
Okay, I'll watch.
You would like to taste them later.
Yeah, maybe one or two. I don't know about the fly larva and such.
I'd like to try that one actually.
Which
Wouldn't
one?
you like some
Which one do you know?
Some
Figure.
cheese
You know, I'd like to
flavored
try the
rations?
Katsu Marzu.
Casamarzu, okay.
You will like some cheese flavored rations later, yes?
He says, this is what I got for you this evening. He says, I have a watercress salad. I'm going to put it with some Karzu Marzu. How I say that? Kasu Marzu. Watermelon salad. Used from yellow watermelon. Cut very thin, sliced. I'm going to do a mustard seeds vinaigrette. And I'm going to bring you out a glass of wine for you too.
Okay, where's the wine sourced from?
Again, it's
For this pairing.
it's from Ravenclaw. Like I said, it has a very tawny type of taste to it, kind of mushroomy as well. I promise you, it has not spoiled. It's a cult wine, if you would say.
All right. I'd love to try
So,
it.
hence the price.
What's the price?
The price for a glass and for everything will be, it's a bit steep, but it is all imported, will be about 10 gold.
Ooh. Oh, let's see what I have.
And you can best that I can lay down some bedrolls, and it is dry in the basement, even though we are by Lake Ember here. So he whisks himself away. The party is talking amongst themselves. And about 15 minutes later, he comes back and he has brought the party some wine. He's brought some mead. He only brought one glass since only one person asked about the Ravenclaw wine. And he's brought some cheese. Guko, you're gonna partake in eating the cheese.
Yeah, here and there. I'm not gonna go nuts. This place is a little bit too expensive for my typical taste. A little bit too exotic.
Well, I mean, you're at exotic cheese, Guko.
Yes, indeed. Well, I followed the group here. I'm just this is the DM told me to come here.
I could have been in anyway. As the party settles in, is there anything the party wants to discuss in the next couple of minutes? Maybe some story, and then we can get the ball rolling with the next day.
So what's the plan going, folks? What we got up the sleeve? I know we need to go to the but are we really needed there, or is it just they just kind of expect us back?
I don't think they're anxiously waiting for our return.
Yeah, but I mean, we've basically done what they've asked of us, right? I mean, I guess are we just going back there to let them know that we've completed, or?
They also have us go with the caravan, I think, somewhere.
We might need our strength in order to go past that big ship from earlier. So we better rest up for the night and we try again tomorrow.
Oh yeah, definitely agree. Wow, nice.
as
Goat's cheese.
Juno starts to enjoy his watermelon salad with Kazu, how I say that? Kazu Marzu on top. It's quite delicious, Juno. Honestly, this is one of the best things you've ever tasted. Very citrusy, very flavorful.
If he loves it, I guess I'll try some.
Guko, make it for it, you say?
Oh lord, of course, here we go. I knew you was gonna get me in trouble.
Oh,
Figures. Gonna be in the bathroom, ladies and gentlemen.
Gnomes usually favor a more vegetarian diet: vegetable, spices, tubers, berries, fruit, applesauce, potatoes, beans, peas, and mushrooms. If they have,
And cheese.
And cheese. It doesn't. Everything's okay. Guko, you know what, Guko? I really think it's not a fortitude save. Roll a will save. That's what I think is most important.
it's all in your mind.
Yeah. So you got past it. The fortitude save was my bad. It was really a will save. It's all in your mind. Very tasty. You never try anything like this. You have been living a very plain diet. In the swamp. With the gnome village of Kabosh. So this is very exotic for you as well.
Nice.
Burke's
Yeah, it's not
enjoying
that
it.
bad.
Burke's enjoying it. So again,
Not nearly as bad as I thought it would.
So the party can continue to discuss.
So was there was a caravan that we needed to
Yeah,
protect?
there was a caravan, but I don't remember what they were saying. We could go with it. I don't remember much more than that.
Oh, right.
Remember the
has
party
it
had a
ship-
week. Remember the party had a week to deliver the gold and the books to the dragon that he's going to destroy Nabor. Bassi told the party before you go, with the potential threat of a dragon, that maybe you should check out Tula's tomb and get some of the weapons that she had when she were a younger adventurer.
Oh, I see. So we're still expected to go back there to follow the caravan to deliver gold to a dragon that probably doesn't exist. It's just a figment of imagination, and it's largely just a wizard trying to use the image of an old dragon for leverage, right?
Likely.
Okay. So then we do have to go back then, I suppose. It's I suppose it's the only decent thing to do. So I guess we'll head I say we check out the markets here tomorrow, and then we'll head south. Now, whether or not we go by land or sea, that's the question, I suppose. We could try by sea, but we're likely to get attacked by pirates again. Of course, if we go by land, we're likely to find highwaymen or some such that way too, I suppose.
But I will think that inland will be more manageable than in the sea.
Probably. It's definitely faster, right?
I mean, the party could commandeer some horses, buy some horses and make their way there.
Or we could get our own big ship.
What's wrong with just taking the one that's already there?
Well, it's a bit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, of course. I mean, if they attack us, it's fair game. But I think that didn't we decide that there's at least 15, 20 blokes on a ship like that?
Mm.
But
Not too occupied. We could take it.
they're not 20 blokes of the size and fortitude of this insane half dragon we've got here next to us, eating all sorts of cheeses.
I think he's a little bit bigger than you, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe. He's probably got an inch or two on me, but I've got the girth, you know. And it's no
Ah.
muscles in the table muscle.
Hmm.
It sounds good to me. So I guess when we're done, we'll hit the inn.
Okay. Let me see here. So you leave. You make your way to the inn. Cassius has already sent over a letter with your descriptions, and then you're met by a human innkeeper named Fiona, and she pretty much relays that she already had room from Cassius, and she has procured a one room for this group the group. Unfortunately, that at this moment the single rooms are all booked up and double bedrooms, but she has a couple of rooms with 4 beds unoccupied.
That works for me. Anybody else?
He's fine.
So the party sleeps. You heal your level and HP. If you had any ability damage, you heal 1 of those as well. Nolly quickly pushes his hand away from her plate. I just saw that, Nolly. Burt Record's biting a bit from everyone's plate. You see Nolly quietly pushes his hand away from her plate. Okay, so that's what happened back at. I'm sorry, I just saw that now, Nolly. My bad. So anyway, that happened. Then you go to the tavern. What magic are you trying to craft into your boots, and how much gold are you losing for that?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I want to talk to you about that, exactly how you do it. But I mean, I guess the way they, as written, the way you just sort of like erase gold and then start making stuff. But I was going to try to craft stagger-proof.
The cost is only spent at
half.
the end of the game, I believe.
Yeah, it's spent when I'm done, basically. I
Yeah,
don't think I can finish in one day.
and you can go crafting during the day. It'll be like
Yeah,
half,
two.
like 4
It's
hours.
actually a quarter.
Spread
Yeah, it's a
throughout the
quarter.
day.
It's a quarter because you can only work half
Yeah.
as, and you can only craft half as fast. So it's actually a quarter of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
if you
got all that.
You don't have a controlled environment. It's half of that.
Do you have
Right.
So you
Cat's
get, like,
Grace
2
on your
hours a
spell
day.
list?
Yes, that is basically any cleric or wizard would have that. Yeah,
But still, it needs its only.
but yeah, it still
Only
needs.
final
I need
check.
probably 2 days.
No, Cat's Grace is a alchemist, bard, blood rager, druid, psychic, magus, ranger, sorcerer, summoner. That is not a cleric spell.
So all right. But also for wondrous items, you don't need the spell. You just have to have a better craft check.
Yeah, you can have someone cast it for you.
Yeah, or I could have somebody else cast it for me, right?
So you gotta have a better craft check? What's the craft check if you don't have that spell?
It's a spellcraft check.
Oh,
Of
Yeah,
what?
it's a spell.
Another-
It's like I don't know. So in this case, I'd be using the actual craft skill, and I think it's 20, but I can't fail that with a 10. If I just take 10. If we're pressed for time or something, it would be different, but I can't fail with what I've.
So you don't have the spell, so what would be the difficulty if you don't have a spell?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's 20. If I did have the spell, it would be 15.
And you have haste as well?
Yeah, we don't have to. No, I don't have haste. That one is. That might make it. That might push up to 20. We can talk about. I mean, I don't have to either.
Yeah, we
I can do it different.
Yeah, let's not do it right now.
I don't want to introduce this into, but I do want to what I wanted to do was say that I'm beginning to craft something, because I didn't want to, have all this unused time and then on down the road, because you actually in your campaign you don't give much time to craft, so I just want to have begun doing something and then we'll figure it out later.
Well, we can talk about it. I'll use these hours because right now it's around 9, 10, and I'm gonna take the party's gonna take 8 hours to sleep. So we can.
I figured we take
12. I mean, it's up to the party. What y'all want to do?
Yeah, even in it's up to you guys. We don't have to set a watch, but I usually recommend that we set watch. I usually recommend we set watch even if we're in a controlled environment. If you don't, what happens if the innkeeper's unscrupulous? What happens if someone sneaks in at night, tries to take things from us? I always suggest that we've got at least one person watching over the group to wake us up if need arises.
Okay. Who wants to say? Who wants to do watches?
And I thought we had already had the previous diagnosed ones, but I don't know where we wrote it down. But I'll find it
I'll
somewhere.
do first.
Okay, so Juno, take first watch.
I'll do last.
Okay. Okay, so Nalia then Bert. So as the night goes on, it's pretty uneventful. It seems that, again, you of course hear some rain, but the town is pretty quiet. The party is wakes up and collects their items. Okay. What is this, Bert?
What a sweet little lullaby. I didn't know you could sing that well.
Okay.
And it's all music related to him.
The rooster you can hear the rooster, and horses and cows, and passerbys and animals as the town wakes up with the party. I think the first thing on the agenda was to find a market, correct?
Yes, that's the plan.
So the party wakes
And,
up, collects their items, and goes to the market here in this town.
Does anybody should we go ahead and finish identifying the rest of these before we liquidate? I think that's probably wise.
I would agree.
I'm going to cast detect magic and then have at him again. Everybody else, please do likewise, so that between the lot of us, we've got it figured out.
Okay. So what was the thing? So we write down what we did not. What do we not know
Say again.
about? Did we write down what we did not identify?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got 4 items that I think are unidentified.
Yeah. What are your 4 items?
Hang on a second.
So I found my card here.
We're casting spells
Hey,
to identify the
sir.
items.
Yeah.
What
Sir
now?
Eckhart. Did you say, Bert? I thought we're using spellcraft.
If you're using spellcraft to try to identify the items.
Yes.
How many items?
4. So I have Sir Eckhart's amulet, Arturic's blue robes, Tula's breastplate, and Arturic's boots.
So, run that by me one more time. I'm so sorry. Sir Eckhart's.
Hang on. I'm sorry. I got a work thing. It's all in character items, but it's the amulet. Hang on, sorry. The amulet, the blue robes and the boots from Arturic. And then Tula's breastplate.
Tula's breastplate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have identify the spell? Give us a little kick on this. Nope. Okay, that was quick.
The amulet. Okay. Okay.
Worst case scenario, we can always just pay to have it done.
Okay. Juno has rolled 4. Okay. Okay. We have Guko has rolled 15, and then we got 21. So I'm just gonna do the biggest one. Okay. So
Beck, you able to help out a bit with this, or?
And you said that it is 15 plus caster level, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
With the
Bert.
spellcrafts,
Yeah.
I haven't rolled for one.
No. Am I right? It's 15 plus caster level, and that's what identifies it.
Well,
Okay.
yes.
So Bert, the amulet is the first one. Bert has
I don't.
what?
I know
Bert?
the order of the items. I don't know the order of the items.
It's fine. I just wrote them down
He's
as
telling
he
you.
said it. The first one, the amulet, we have identified it. It seems it is a amulet of natural armor, +2.
Nice.
Okay. Now let's go for 15 and 11. We got 10 and 14. We have still unsuccessfully identified the blue robe. Okay. We are at. No, hold up. Guko
My
did some.
second.
Hold up. Guko did 27. Let's see if that does it. And that was 27 was the blue robe. Thank you for your patience. Okay, let's see what we got here. And that's 15 plus caster level. Oh, no, we still don't know what the blue robe is. I was correct in that. So for the boots, and these are Arturix boots. And then what was my last one? What did? We got a third one. And then Burke's got a 22 on the last one. And the boots. Hold up. Okay. So now we are at the third one, which are the boots. These are Sir Eckhart's boots, or no, it's Arturix boots, correct?
Correct.
Okay. We have here. Let's see. 15 plus this. Okay, these are slippers of spider climbing. Okay, and then last but not least, we are trying to look at Taylor's breastplate, which I don't think. Yeah, that's gonna be Yep, we did not get that one either. So we are still don't know what the blue robe or the breastplate, but we got two new ones. We've realized that we have a slippers of spider climbing, and we have a natural armor amulet of +2.
Nice. You guys want to go ahead and pay for the last ones? We can go ahead and get that knowledge under our belt before we liquidate.
Yeah.
All right. Believe it's not very much to get spellcasting services.
Which ones did we identify? I'm very sorry.
So we identified the amulet and the boots.
Okay.
So we still need to know the robe and the breastplate. Which,
Word.
yeah.
Can we find?
So,
I gotta find that where how much magical services costs.
Yeah, I think it's. Oh boy.
Bert can find it. Bert, help me find that magical services.
I think it's basically like what it would cost to buy a scroll of it for the most part.
What was the question? Sorry.
Spellcasting services.
Let me check because I knew that once.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it's like basically spell level, extra level times times the 25, like it would be to cast a scroll, like to make a scroll, basically.
We have these services. services. Healings, lodging services.
Okay,
Spellcasting.
spell casting. Caster level times spell level times GP.
Times what GP?
Times 10 GP.
10 GP. Okay, so it's even cheaper. Okay, good.
Consequences. Increasing custom intelligence will require that you will pay dealing consequences. In case transporting.
If the spell has a
So you're
material
probably-
component, you gotta add the cost of material component to the spell.
Yeah, I'd say we pay somebody to just cast Identify, and that's probably good enough.
I mean, this is a arcane college. I mean, town.
Yeah. So they cast Identify. That spell is 1 times 1 times 10, so that's like 10 to have something identified professionally.
It says the indicated amount, how much it costs us, but doesn't say the amount.
He found it. He said it's spell level times caster level times the 10 GP.
Okay, so like buying a scroll, only instead of 25, it's 10.
Right.
So identify
So.
is a first level spell. Here we go. So it's a first level spell, and it's times. Is it caster level of the person or caster level of the spell?
Well, you can.
You can
Either
lower
use-
your caster level according to the spell.
Yeah.
You can create as a level 1, a caster level 1 scroll, even if you are caster level 10.
Okay, so that's just 10 GP for this. So it's 30 GP for this, or it's 20 GP for this 2 times then.
Yep.
Okay, so you want to go to the arcane college, I presume, or you want to go to the market first?
I'm sure there's somebody. There's probably in a town like this. There's probably some bloke standing out there like an ATM machine doing this on the side of the road.
Well, identify.
Probably for a 5.
Identify is a very common spell. So it pretty easy. You walk up to the college. The college is open. You see a couple lads there with their spell books, and they're walking, 3 of them, into the building or across the courtyard by the fountain. Detect magic is going off in all directions in this place. What would the party like to do?
So yes, just approach somebody that looks friendly and say, "Hey, I'm so terribly sorry to bother you, but I've got a couple of items. I was hoping you could assist me in their identification."
Let's see. We have 3 people here. There might be a 25% chance that they have. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so 98. So one has identify. He has only.
Fantastic.
And one tells you that he had identify. He says he was planning on use it. He says he normally charges about 15 gold for this service. He says he's going to use it today. He's got a project he's got to do, so unfortunately it's going to be 20 gold to get one of his uses of his spell.
Okay, all right. I feel like we're being scalped here in a town where there's even more supply. I should go down, but we'll make it happen, right, folks?
Here we go and talk to him.
So he says, "Thank you for your contribution to his education." He tells you his name is Timothy. If you need anything, I'll be here, or I'll be at Exotic Cheese past 9 to 10 p.m. He tells you, tell Cassius that you're a friend of Tim's and he'll point you in my direction. So he casts Identify. He asks, is there anything else that you would need?
No, just that one and this one here. These robes and this breastplate, and that'll do her.
Okay, he actually pulls out a scroll. He says, "Well, since you're being so nice, I'll charge you another 20 for this as well. No, 25 because the scroll's 25, right? So 25
Wow.
for the second one." He says, "I'll give you a discount." The second one, so that's 45 gold for 2 identifiers for the party. And again, he says he'll be at the Exotic Cheese around 9 or 10 p.m. if you need anything else. If he hasn't depleted his spell list.
Wait, I'm confused.
He used a scroll. He used a scroll for the second one. He didn't have but one prepared.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
45.
we know what they do now.
Okay.
Got it.
So you can roll. So I guess you roll spell checks again. I mean spellcrafts again, right? Or no?
No, he would, and he would already be like a spellcraft master.
So let's see.
Wizard. And he gets plus 10 on top of that. He could fail.
Okay. Let's see here. He gets a plus 10 to his spellcraft.
Correct.
Spellcraft here.
On top of what he would normally have, which is also probably a plus 10.
It's plus 12, so that's 22. Okay. So he tells you that this one is probably gonna murder the pronunciation. A breastplate of luck.
Oh, quite nice that is.
And then the other one is a mnemonic vestment.
Thank you very much for your time today, Tim, and we'll probably see you later on this evening at
He says this
Exotic cheese.
mnemonic vestment. I see this mnemonic vestment. I don't have all the gold on me right now, but again, I would like to buy this from you.
So I presume you're about to propose a trade of some sort.
He says I don't have much gold. He's like I have about 3,000. If you give me to the night, I might can squander up about 3,700 for this.
3,700 for the mnemonic vestment by the evening. Are we gonna stay that long, gentlemen?
Maybe by the evening. I'm not. I still have class. I'm kind of running short here. I wasn't gonna say this on to even talk at this, but now that I see this, again, I will be
Well, I'll tell you
at the Exotic Cheese. I'll be at the Exotic Cheese.
Yes, from 9 to 10 tonight, you said?
Well, I'll be there from past 10, but I'll be there. I should arrive between 9 to 10.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what. That's not a bad deal. We may be in the area. If we don't arrive, it's not because we didn't want to do business with you. It's because we had to make haste to get south. But if you are there and if we are still there, I think that's a reasonable enough accommodation.
You're heading south?
That's the plan. Yeah, we've got business we've got to complete. We definitely like to get make sure everything we conduct is done to full satisfaction of our employers.
Okay, he says I understand this. Again, Cassius, Exotic Cheese, 9-10. Timothy.
Roger that. Pleasure to meet you, Timothy. I'm Guko.
Nice to meet you too, Guko. And you see Timothy kind of, his friends are well walked ahead of him, and you see he's trying to catch up to him. Okay, what would the party like to do? Continue to the market?
Yeah,
let's
sounds
have
good.
So, FYI, guys, he offered us a good deal. It's just
So he's
question is
offering
whether or not
3,700.
What?
He's offering 3,700.
Yeah, that's a good deal, but it's just a question of whether or not we're going to be here tonight.
Okay, so the party is heading to the market.
If we can wait.
Okay, city market expands Pathfinder. Okay, so you head
It's up to you guys.
city.
Sorry, the group is just trying to figure out if we're going to be here this evening.
I got you. Just
It's just,
Is that
we got to figure that out right now. So if we're going to be here, then we could take advantage of that slightly better price. But if we're not, then it's up to you guys.
I think we should stay. Just go ahead and line our pockets, as it were, before we head out.
All right, fair enough. Sounds good. Then we'll withhold that one piece for him.
Is it still really overcast and foggy?
yeah, it is overcast and foggy.
'Cause that one ship got pretty close to us before we saw it.
It did get really close, yes.
So yeah, maybe it's not best to venture out while it's still, unfavorable in terms of weather and visibility.
Maybe if we headed south from here, we'd be far enough away that they couldn't see us.
I found a banded mail of luck. Is that what you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
So, are we staying or are we going south? I think we should stay, but
Well, you have a lot of stuff.
Wait, so-
you have a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a market here.
Right. So, New Orleans, you're suggesting what? That we go south immediately because we've still got the weather?
I'm just suggesting that maybe we might be able to slip by now or at some point if we go south.
Right. Especially if we go via sea. So I think I guess the first question is: do we go south by land or by sea? I guess that's the first order of business.
I am more comfortable at land but than at sea. I am not that good of a swimmer, and I'm pretty good at handling myself in the jungle and swamps.
I could go either way, of course. I'm rather at home at sea being a captain, but it doesn't really matter to me. Juno, what do you think?
I think it would be best for us to tread on land because you won't have to deal with a potential ship sinking situation.
Okay, so then I guess that's even if New Orleans wishes to go by sea, it would be 2 to 1.5, which I guess that takes it. Then the next question is: how do you guys propose we handle our debt in ships? Because we do owe them a couple of rowboats, which isn't very much. We could just buy it off them when we return. Or
We could sell them today while we wait for the money for the vestment, and
This is
then buy replacement boats for them later.
very true. We, of course, we won't get quite the same price, but we'll at least recoup.
We have an extra boat that we didn't have when we got out.
Oh, that's right. That's true. I didn't think about that. We could just go back to the Reeds, pull them into port, and say, when they ask us what port fees we want to pay, we'll just say, how about you just keep the boats and give us something? It's not a bad idea. And then, of course, lastly, I suppose, are we going to stay for the evening? And I think we've decided we're going to do that. So Since if we're traveling by land, it won't matter much what the weather is like in the evening because we won't have to worry about the pirate ship. Okay. So then let's see what we can go. Oh, now that we know what we've got on hand, is there anything that you guys would like to appropriate? Now that we know what we've got, the amulet of natural armor is probably worth holding on to for someone. Right.
We are waiting for the night to sell the vestment, right?
Correct, but we can sell some of the other things here in the market during the day, and but we of course don't want to sell something we're certain to need, certain to be
Of
in,
course.
holding on to. Let's see here. I could definitely use the amulet if nobody else does, but I don't want to speak out of turn. I think everybody. That's one of those things that everybody could use.
I could use my AC, but I already have an amulet that I don't want to give up.
Indeed.
Well, if no one's gonna want the amulet, I could use it.
Indeed. You could probably use. Burka, what
No, I have an amulet already. I have the Aegis of Recovery. So no, I won't be using it.
Not very familiar with that one, but all right. Well then, in that case, Juno, do you mind if I put that on? Do believe it's important to keep your cleric healthy, as I keep you healthy.
Sounds fine to me.
Fantastic. All right. What about the banded mail of luck or the mnemonic vestment? Does anybody want that before we sell it off?
I don't think I'll do much good with a mnemonic vestment. However, luck. I don't know.
This is
So
very beautiful. It is you see 10 gems adorn this mail. Timothy told you that once per week, this armor allows his wearer to require that if something attacks him, he may wish. Okay, I can't RP that. Okay. Anyway, the armor allows his wearer to require that an attack roll made against him be rerolled. He must take whatever consequences come from the second roll. The wearer's player must decide whether to have the attack rolled or rerolled before the damage is rolled. It's once per game time a week.
Once per week. Oh, yes. Yeah. So it's like if somebody's about to really score the mark, critical damage of some sort. Time to
It's like once a week. It's a very long time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Yes.
still beast. It's still good. It's a +3 banded mail. That's
I'll be
big.
taking it.
Yeah, well, if someone someone might want it because of it being a +3 binded mail, not because of the luck enchantment.
Yes, indeed. Right. Of course, if somebody needs the +3 banded mail, it's not a bad little.
Now that's armor. Now see the AC. That's not AC. That's the +3 is for armor penalty, right?
It's the armor enhancement bonus. So the banded mail is already like +6, +7 or something, +7 I think. So it would be a +10 overall AC.
Give me 1 second.
That would really help with my AC, but it's also like, is it heavy or medium armor? It would.
I'm afraid it's quite heavy. Yeah, it's on the.
It's heavy.
Be lots of strips of plates and straps.
Yeah, so it would really mess with my stable device, which.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Yeah, you're like a striker. I don't know if I would use that. You're more like a striker.
Yeah. You're more the type that needs to be light and fluid. But it would be okay for me. But honestly, even for myself, it's a bit too heavy. It's a bit out of my class. Plus, I'm just a little gnome, not trying to wear a giant thing. So I say we sell it. I say we get.
I say I'll be taking it.
Oh yeah. If you could use it, absolutely. Yeah.
So
You've got,
bonus plus 7, max dex bonus plus 1, armor check penalty is -6, arcane spell failure is 35. I believe that plus 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's not plus 3 to AC. That's your negative for your
no, it's to the
It's
armor.
a +3 banded mail.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
a +3 to AC.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
Okay.
banded mail is normally +7
Mm-hmm.
to AC, +1 banded mail, it's +8.
Okay,
If you have a
got
+2,
you. Okay.
and so forth and so on.
Damn,
Just like a +1 weapon adds to hit and damage.
I
You know?
cannot retain all this information. Damn, I'm just losing shit. Okay, got you.
Okay.
All right, so you've got
Mail.
luck, Juno,
There's no +3 anywhere.
which is
So it
outrageously
must be
expensive, and you also got the crossbow. Good, okay, and I got the amulet of natural armor.
Oh,
What
+3 bundle is pretty expensive.
Yeah, very.
You could like sell it and buy a +2 breastplate, something like that.
Yeah, but that, well, yeah.
Well,
so if you take advantage of
at the meantime, what would the party like to do? Can we?
well, the problem is there isn't. So the meantime is we have to figure out what we're taking so that we know what we're selling.
Got you. Okay.
That's the unfortunate part. That's why I wanted to do this offline, but I knew we still had some stuff to need, so we couldn't do it. But yeah, I think we're all. So now we try to sell the rest. You want to? Is there a fast track for that?
I mean,
Can
this is a small town, so unfortunately, the town's only gonna be able to take around 2,000 gold. And that's that's with the academy. So they could buy 2,000 gold off of you, 2,000 separate gold off you.
No, we'll just wait for the. Well, I thought you said this was actually bigger than.
It is bigger. It is about double the size, but with it being the size, it falls into 1,000. And then I bumped it up to 2,000 because it being a magical academy and a hub.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then there's not much we can sell to them, unfortunately.
I might be interested in getting my armor upgraded to a +2 if possible.
Oh yeah. If we could. So there's two ways to go about that. We could commission it. We could have somebody enchant it, or the other way is just to buy it. You know, you just sell yours and buy a higher quality item. Do you have the money to purchase already a higher quality? What are you wearing right now?
Insert one.
I missed it. Burke laughed right when you said it.
Chain shirt +1.
Chain shirt +1. Okay, is it mithril or no?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you get your space to get like 1,000 into it. So if you sold that, we'd get about 500, and then you could. It's basically like 3,500 to upgrade, or 4,500 to upgrade, 4,600 to upgrade to mithril, which would be even better.
So the upgrading to mithril, does that also upgrade to +2, or is that price just for mithril?
That would also upgrade to +2 with the price I just gave you. 4,600 would be mithril and +2.
Okay.
And you would sell yours back to them.
Yeah, I could afford that.
Perfect. If you want to go ahead and do that. And then
What are you trying to buy?
say we buying
mithril chain shirt +2.
A mithril. Let me see how much that costs. Mithril chain shirt +2.
5,100. It's not going to say it like that, but it's 100.
Let me see if this town even have.
Yeah, they may not. That's right.
So the thing about this is that I don't want to like pull hairs. So this town's not going to have something that expensive, but the party has access to selling the stuff. So what would the party like to do in order to sell these items? You're very lucky that where you're at here on the map and how this world is built. So we need to go. So the party wants to go out in the boar. We have to sell the ships. We're running from a ship. It's raining. You want to stay maybe to sell this one item for a little bit more than what you would get from selling it at half price. And you have a week to go somewhere on a journey, and you don't know what's going to happen during that week that might put you off from your time slot. So just think, what could this party do in order to sell these items?
Well, obviously we're going with a caravan. So
Yeah, but how would you sell these items? You can't sell them in the board.
We'd have to move it.
And you
We'd
can't
have to
sell
go to
them here.
Sandpoint.
No, Sandpoint's small too. And Sandpoint's going to take 7 days by foot.
Yeah, really? Sandpoint's small? I thought Sandpoint was like
It's smaller.
Alright.
It's like 1,000. So how would you? So
So
how?
what is?
How would
what
this
is-
party sell these items though? It's a very simple solution. It's going to cost you to sell them though.
What will it cost us? We have a escaping question.
Because you've already done it. You've already done it before. You've already done it this session.
Yeah, I mean, we could sell them through the. But the problem is, if we're selling them through the Arcane College, then they could just buy it now. Understand why they would have to?
Well, they might not have that much money at Arcane College. They might fund other stuff, but there's a simpler thing than that.
You're trying us to think what you're leading us to, like trying to figure out something.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out something. So there, I mean, I'm not trying to be too leading questions. I don't want to just tell you the answer. If you want me to, I don't mind.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think trying to sell them piecemeal like that, piece at a time, one at a time, like setting up our own booth or something, would take forever. Just
It
trying
would.
to find the right buyers.
it would.
I don't think we'd ever be able to manage it that way. I
Yeah.
think the fastest way and best way to do it would be to travel to a big town.
Yes, you're right. But you can't travel by land to a big town.
Unless okay, all right,
Unless what?
we could pay the Arcane College to travel us to
There
a
you
bigger
go.
town. They could
There
train.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You pay the
Alright,
Arcane
alright.
College to teleport you and the party to Magnamar or Kosovo. Preferably
Alright,
Magnamar, because I already have
wait,
all the maps.
Is that the place? Is Kosovo? Is that the place where the stinky cheats comes from?
No.
It's
It
the more
sounded
gothic
like it.
place.
So I say we just buy a port. That's that's going to cost a bit too, isn't it? Right. So, but we already know what it costs, right? It's spell level times whatever. So we pay to have them transport the lot of us,
So this is where
and we use.
it gets better though, because teleportation is 5th level, and we talked about 5th times
It's 9.
Yeah, times 9.
no, yeah, so 5th times 9 times 10. It's 450 gold, and it's 100 miles per caster level. Let me see. 100 miles per
900 miles.
100 miles per caster.
Now we could sell this mnemonic vestment for like 3,000 gold, and you know,
700.
and a port to the to.
Because what you're gonna have to do,
No.
you're gonna have to go to Sandport, and when you transport to Sandport, you're gonna have to teleport again to Magnamar, and then from Magnamar to Sandpoint to Nabor, or to this place.
Oh goodness!
But the thing about it
So we
is that he can only do 2 medium creatures, so he can only do himself and another person. So only one person
Yeah,
can
we'd
go
have
with
to
this
pay
person.
off. We'd have to pay a higher level mage.
Still, caster level 9 will be 3 people, him and 2 more. No, what's one? That's one more, so he and 3 more will be. It wasn't
And 2 of us
one
are small.
extra.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
If
but small still count as medium. Large
Yeah.
count as 2 mediums, but small count as medium.
Yeah, 1 additional per 3 cast. A 9th level. So the default is him plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we need a 12th level mage to do it, basically.
I don't have a 12th level mage in this town.
Not the entire college, like not even the Mac Daddy, the of the college can do
No,
it.
this is a lot of money even for a wizard. No, I have the basic. If we have a 12th level
Okay,
wizard
so then
roaming
we-
around, if I have a 12th level wizard roaming around here, I mean, why don't y'all just get him to kill the dragon?
Yeah, why didn't we think of that before? I just what's the spellcasting services to lay a dragon?
38,000 gold.
I didn't think. Okay, so we've got at least one bloke that can port us, and then we just need him to do him and a friend kind of get together, but then they have to do it twice, twice
4 times.
to get to Magnamar. 3.
2 times at Magnamar.
Full
Get a
time.
spin point, and then you got to go to Magnamar.
Oh, so we're doing the whole champion point thing.
Mm-hmm.
Magnamar. I don't even see where that is on the map.
Can't we go no, those are the only ones within range, right?
Because it's got to be somewhere they've been before.
I don't even see those stupid things on it. Where's Magnamar on the map?
On the bottom left,
It's down left.
up with the river.
Bottom left. Oh, okay. So like by Sandpoint. Wait, that's more than 900 miles.
Let me check on the map.
Hold it, I might have done it. I thought it was. It's 100 per caster level. My bad. So yeah, we can do it. My bad. That was my fault. I thought it was 100 miles total. Yeah, I read that wrong. Yeah, so you can just do it for 1. So that's my apologies.
So 2. So we have to go 1 there and 1 back. So
Mhm.
that's like 900 gold. That's not bad. Yeah, we can build that into the. So yeah, for the price of the of this mnemonic vestment, we can negotiate. It'll actually come out a bit in his favor. He'd be happy. We'd be happy. Everything be on the level if he can do it.
Yeah, we could even go to Corvosa, no problem.
Well, I had
Right.
Magnamar map.
Right, perfect.
Yeah, no, I mean that if it was for the distance.
Yeah, we'll do Magnamar because he's got the map. All right, so that's the plan then. So we'll hang out here for the evening. Maybe do a little light shopping, light selling. Maybe sell some of this masterwork gear, and then we'll sell to our good friend in the evening and negotiate in the price of a teleportation.
What if I offer a show for the mages for the night?
I'm sure
In order
that
to-
I'm sure that
instead
the
of
dean of
paying
the
us.
college is too busy for a kobold to come in there and get him a show. So what would the
You never know.
So are we gonna try to get an audience with this mage?
Yes.
God, I
Yeah.
wanna go
Is this
off
a
on
special?
God, I want to go off on the side trail so bad, but I'm not going to. I'm so toxic.
I mean it as a way of rolling diplomacy.
So you go,
To
so
get
you
a
go
lower
in
price.
there, you go in there to the secretary, and the secretary asks you what you need to do. I mean, asks you what you need, what are you needing, and you tell her that you need a founding 26 by by Galdorian Barmir. He is still living. He's a very old wizard there at the academy. She tells you that he is very busy, and you say that it's in dire. What do you say?
Yes. Yeah. We need a transport to Magnamar. It's a rather urgent matter. and we've got a time-sensitive business to the south. So if we can, we'd love to travel there and then to Nybor. We would be eternally grateful for any assistance you could render.
Okay. So let's see here. What was the diplomacy check?
With ice cream and a cherry on top. Ice cream and a cherry on top is like a +4 circumstance bonus.
Sorry, I'm getting a. I'm lazy and getting a snack. Okay. Okay.
Tell him, Bert. Tell him how important this is.
Oh, a 16?
Wait, what you said? 16's a good roll.
She tells you. Does anybody have diplomacy? No one else has diplomacy?
Yeah, Burke does, doesn't it? I thought Burke, aren't you?
That was the whole show. The whole making a show thing was like a fluff way to roll diplomacy to get a better price.
Yeah, I mean you can still roll diplomacy check. I'm just telling you.
There you go. There you go. I told you, it's important. See, you listen to them. They'll tell you how important it is.
So, in the help of Nalia and Bert, what are you performing? What are you gonna say to this lady?
Oh, I will be start telling of our adventures so far, and adventures we've accomplished. I don't know what was the word. Surpassed? No, but achieved. Well, I lost the word there. Yeah, the adventures we conquered, and how important it is for us to go there.
She tells you, well, if you put it like that, I will see if I could get Meister Boromir, since you're gonna make a pretty generous donation to college, I hope.
Yes, well, of course. We thought we'd be donating to you personally, but of course we could direct it there.
Yes. We will be paying for the service. Just we will need the money to help more people. That's why it will be really fabulous if you could make us a little discount in order to be able to help more people.
So she calls the Meister, and you enter his office. Okay. So you go in and you see a lot of alchemical God, I can't remember not cauldrons, and you see cauldrons and smoke. You smell
Beakers.
Beakers. You smell the scent of tea trees, and you see the oils of salamanders being roasted over these small fires. In one section, it seems that you see star constellations mapped out, or at least it seems to be someone who's been working. And behind this huge chair, as it rolls, well, not rolls, but turns to you, you see a very old wizard before you with short brown hair. He is wearing a dark green leather evening gown with a short hat, or I guess you say like a not a wizard hat, but what hat am I looking for? Like the Sherlock Holmes hat. That's what I'm looking for. You see that he has a crystal floating around his head. And he kind of looks at you with very discerning eyes.
I've never seen one of these. That must be an Iron Stone.
The wizard. Let me see if I don't got nothing to The wizard tells you. He tells you. I see that you also know about owl stones. I take it you are a practitioner of magic.
Well, I know very little, but I had a relative that was a practitioner. He used to have, it was like a bloody, you know, candelabra around his head all the time, chandeliers, like of lights everywhere.
It says that I've been studying the magic of owl stones pretty much my entire life. That's one thing that we study here at the academy. I'm trying to figure out how they um, find how some are flawed and still able to release some type of magic, and who created them, and if I can break that magic or harness it into other devices or other contraptions. Maybe I can put an owl stone inside of a weapon or put it inside of a clothing material. But as of right now, I've come up with nothing. But
Well, Desna created them, of course.
I'm not what he said.
Of course, I've got.
Say one more time.
I said, of course, I've got nothing to back that up. That's just my faith. That's just what I believe.
He says, from my studies right now, it seems that the mighty wizards called the Rune Lords are the one that created them.
That could be it too.
So he looks at the party. He looks at Burke, of course, because he's a kobold. Everybody looks at Burke. That's nothing new now. And he looks and he says, "So, I'm very busy. I see my secretary let you in, so it must be important."
Indeed, it is. We'll have Burke regale you of our sacred quest, but it's urgent we get Magnamar and back to Nabor as quickly as possible.
He says, "You're in luck. I've actually have a teleport spell prepared right now, but I myself was going to I was going to travel not to a city, but to travel somewhere by the Parisian coast. But if you need it, I don't mind. Of course, you would have to make a generous contribution to the college here."
Indeed, of course, and we're prepared to do that. Actually, we're hoping for not just one teleport, but two. So we'll double our contribution, and I suspect we'll need to return tomorrow, so that you have time to prepare the second.
He's like, "Yes, so just I don't want to leave. I have lots of stuff I'm doing right now. I guess I can, if it's for the college again. I pay for my room and board at one of the nicest inns in Magnamar. I haven't been there in quite some time, but we can say." Let's just cut it even 1,000 gold.
To Magnamar and back to Nabor?
Yeah.
That's a done. Agreed. And I guess we'll take out that out of the thingy-mabobber.
Okay. He says, "Do you have anything you need?"
The only thing we need to do is we've got to meet one of our contacts this evening, from which most of that contribution is coming. And then we'll see you back tomorrow.
So out of character, so what is the party wanting to do? Are you wanting to meet the contact tonight and then do this tomorrow?
Yeah, he said he only had one memorized anyway, so he's
Yep.
going to have time to memorize a second one by tomorrow, right?
Well,
Because we're going to need two ports.
Yeah, he said he's prepared one. So are you gonna go? So, So what do you want to do? Stay
So
here?
we need to wait for him to prepare it. Yes, we need to stay here, sell our mnemonic vestment to the dude, and that way we'll have the money to pay the college and him for his stay at the end.
Okay.
Then tomorrow or whatever.
Okay, so that's simple enough. What time do you need him to meet you here tonight? Or you just
I
want
suppose
him
we could go tonight. Yeah, might as well. Might as well go tonight, right after we meet him. So, around 11.
He says, "Goodness, that's late." What'd you say, Juno?
We could always meet tomorrow morning.
I think I heard Juno's mic. Did you say something, Juno? Yeah, his mic's going green, but I can't hear
Or
him.
not.
Not hearing anything.
Okay. Yes, it's whatever the party wants to do. He's prepared one teleport.
Well, I will surely.
Yeah. So, don't we need to wait for him to prepare a second one?
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, if we don't have to, then we won't. But yeah, I'd say we wait till he prepares his second one tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Directly go to a tavern to chat with people. No
So,
more
yeah.
stuff.
So, I guess it's to skip a bit of the role play. You go to the tavern, you sell your new mod investments for 37.
Sell our boats for half price.
Your boats, just use regular rowboat prices, because there really is no.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is that?
I don't know. It's not much. We'll figure it out. Nope.
So we sold the rowboats for
50 gold.
50. So it's cost 50. So all the rowboats is 50 gold. Let's say that 50 gold is what the party gets for the rowboats. You sold new mod investments, and now you're back. You made the Magnamar. You made it in the Magnamar, and he's prepared his 2 teleport spells. The party has went to Magnamar, and what do you want to sell in Magnamar?
So, how much can we sell at Magnamar? And who's backing up real slow?
Are you being a siren? Hearing from outside?
Yes. Getting frustrated with the. In Magnamar, the party can sell up to 8,000 gold of stuff.
So, did we want to go somewhere else where we can sell stuff for real? Because that doesn't even cover a single one of our biggest items. Where are the big markets in Varizia?
A metropolis? I don't know. Let me see.
Well, Magnimar and Corvosa will be the biggest cities. Magnimar is the capital, and Corvosa, I think, is the bigger one.
No, we can go there. I don't care. I don't have to use a map, so. It's the largest city. What is that? It is 18,000. Yeah, that's still
What?
8. It's still 8,000.
What's that? 18?
Yeah.
Oh.
10 to 25,000 large city. The base value is 8,000. Unless I'm reading this selling stuff wrong.
Hang on.
I believe in Magnimar is the capital, and Corvosa the biggest one, right?
Yes.
So the base value is like the what are common, what commonly is available. So like so if it's a large city, that means that like 8,000 GP items are readily available.
Okay.
And then you're gonna occasionally have bigger items here and there as, you know, bigger stuff hits the market. but that's not like the most they can pay for a single item. That's just like if you were to like equate it to today, like you walk in Durham and let's say 8,000 is Durham's base value. That means you can generally find an 8,000 diamond ring or an
I got you.
$8,000. You know, if you go to Charlotte or Raleigh, you might find a 16,000 gold piece Rolex. You know, but but that doesn't mean they can only spend 16 flat. You know, you go to a pawn shop, they can buy $100,000 worth of stuff. You know, even though their biggest item may only be
Oh,
10.
I see it. I'm gonna go down. 50,000 GP is what they can purchase, and they have a spellcasting ability of 7th level.
There we are. So that will let us sell everything off that we need to. Are we trying to, real quick, out of group? Are we saving this Dragonbane longsword and like upgrading? Nualia, do you want to keep this better sword for, or do you want to?
Well, doesn't Juno need a sword? Doesn't he need a Dragonbane sword?
But Juno can make anything Bane whenever he wants. And he doesn't actually need a sword to do it. He can make it appear out of nowhere. That's what warrior spirit does.
Okay.
So it's between Dragon's Fang and the qualities.
It's between Dragonbane and +1 Dragonbane. +1 transformative. It's between a +1 Dragonbane longsword and a +1 transformative Dragonbane longsword. But arguably transformative doesn't make it that much better. Although it may make it that much better for you, just because then you could turn it into whatever you want it to be. You could make it, I don't know if you can make it a star knife because it's not the same group, but you can make it scimitar or something.
Yes, either scimitar, battle axe, or something that is still a one-handed weapon, even if it's simple or martial. It can be a morning star. It can be anything in that size category. It can even be a small greatsword or a large small sword or things like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't see yourself using it, then I say we sell it. But if you see yourself using it a lot, then I say we upgrade you to that one and sell the other one.
It would only really be more useful to me if I could turn it into a star knife, so probably sell the bigger one.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, so we'll liquidate everything else at half price.
Yep, what are we liquidating?
Oh boy, alright. 4 masterwork kukris, 3 masterwork throwing axes.
No, I don't care about that. I know that, but the
the magic items, a full plate, +1 full plate glamored, mnemonic vestment we already sold. Did someone take this ring of major acid resistance? Thought somebody did, but I don't remember.
I thought Juno did.
Maybe. He got a lot of stuff. I don't know. Juno?
He took it.
He had.
You don't know, but alright.
He did. He said it in chat.
Wow. Alright. And then we're selling the +1 transformative Dragonbane longsword and slippers of spider climb. Oh, and and he took the banded mail too. Yeah, he got it. Very good. So yes.
Will we sell the spider climb sandals?
Do you really? You want to keep them? If you want them.
It's not like I will use them right away. I think of them as a useful item.
They're alright.
If you want to sell them, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're okay, but not for my character. I wouldn't. But maybe Nualia would.
Sneak ground on the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and right, because you have like a ranged, right? You throw star knives and stuff, so you can kind of sort of be unreachable sometimes.
Okay.
So,
And we
all
can
right,
jump
why
on
don't you
trees
take?
and shit. Okay. Okay. So
So you got slippers of spider climbing. So yeah, we're mostly selling the full plate
okay.
and the dragon bane sword, and also in this golden circlet that we didn't really identify. Is that just gold?
Yes, the golden. Whose circlet was that? Was that Sir
Would Burke
Eckerd's?
rather have the slippers?
Okay, yeah, the circlet is worth 2,250 gold.
$250.
Mm-hmm. 2,250.
Got it. 250.
Yep. So how much gold does the
All right.
party have right now?
I'll figure it out. I'm working on it. But just for the record, I recommend that instead of like normally we would split that up, but between Juno and Nualia, you guys got a huge lion's share out of the stuff that we just picked up. So I think honestly, Guko and Burke should pretty much get the rest.
Okay.
Just because Burke and me didn't really pick anything. You guys
Got a lot
each
of money
like,
already too, so
yeah, you guys each got like 4 items. So
So
all right, so and then between me and Burke, we'll chop it up.
okay. Is there anything in particular that you guys are wanting to buy?
I'll probably want to start crafting things, but yeah, like I said, you and I can work with that offline. We don't have to take
Okay.
time to.
And then I'll make a crafting channel for that, for all of us to talk about crafting.
Yeah, Burke, if you want to buy something while you're in market, this is probably the best place.
Then how much money we have?
1 second.
Okay. So what's
So you and I each have 14,500, 14,480.
okay? What do you want to buy, Burke?
14,000 is each person.
Correct. You and I each have 14,480.
Oh, that's much more than I was expecting.
It's less than I was expecting.
Well, I have my 114 gold with me. And let me do some math. Okay, so plus 4 will be 4, 16. Well, the 4, 2. How much you said? 14 something?
14481.
Okay, because that's 4 headband, it's 16,000, so it's not that that much of a money. Is 14. So if I sell my current plus 2 one, I'd get 2,000, so that'll be 4,000 for the exchange. No, I can. Well, could I improve the one I have, or should I sell and buy a new one?
Either one is fine. I mean, it's the same money wise. No, I guess it isn't. So
Well, it takes more time to enhance one.
right.
Difference will be 2K, so it's not that much of a difference at this level.
Yeah,
Well, I
probably
guess-
probably just sell it at this point.
Yeah, I think I'd sell that one and buy the other one. Do the exchange. That'll cost me 14k.
Correct.
4. And with the 481, well, keep them, I guess.
So what are we doing?
I think he's selling his headband or something and then
I'll get
upgrading.
What headband are you
yeah,
selling?
I have a +2 headband of charisma.
Mm-hmm.
That'll sell for 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to buy the +4 one, that will cost 16,000.
Mm-hmm.
So the exchange will be 14,000. And I will buy another Cure Moderate ones
So we have
potion.
the +4 headband and Alluring Charisma is 16.
Plus
So you
2.
bought that. So hold up, we got 14. We got 14. How much money do you have before? Oh, you're plus to 2,000. Okay. 16,480. Okay, so you sold the +2, and now you bought a +4. Okay. Got you. And you buy a Cure Moderate Wounds pot. Perfect.
Yeah, you actually don't even have to buy one. You can just take one of the ones from the thingy mabobber. Because we had two that didn't even count as part of our.
Is there anything else that the party wants to buy while you're here? Any scrolls or spells or anything?
Cool. We should buy some spells, yeah.
I mean, because I'm not.
Some
I'm
shield
just.
spells.
I mean.
So the answer is yes, but here's the thing, Jeremy. Do you want to like what I recommend? And this is just me out of game. I just don't recommend that you do all this like right now in the middle of your recording. We say that we retcon it and like kind of work with you after the thing is over. That way you
I
can.
get it. I get it. Well, the thing about recording is that I'm just recording for my own benefit. I don't care about viewers and all that. But we've already started it. But I get you. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll do that after. We'll do the scrolls and stuff after.
Yeah. Things can be cut from the final recording.
No. I don't edit. I'd leave it everything like it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for
Okay.
it's for me because this is gonna be the first campaign that I've ever completed, so that's why I'm recording it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess.
And you learn from your mistakes, so I think it's best to record everything. And plus,
I will change that potion for 2 scrolls.
Okay.
Of the same.
Okay. And are we finished? And now we want to go to.
Back to Nabor.
Okay, so you make it to Nabor. Here we are.
Woo! We made it! Hallelujah!
To Nabor.
We're safe.
It's still like an overcast in Nabor. It's not that way in Magnemar. Magnemar is sunny. You were able to see seagulls. I mean, the town is alive here. You're still getting that rain. The foggy is still like very, very gloom looking. As you arrive in Nybor again. Now, once you arrive and start walking, you see Greer here. And Greer, you can definitely see that he looks very like frustrated as he begins to.
Actually, he sort of always looked frustrated in that picture. Ever since I first met him, he's always kind of had that, concerned look on his face. Oh, are you okay?
He tells you. Oh, sorry. He tells you. He says, we got the caravan ready. We waited, and you were not here."
us. I mean, we haven't been gone very long, I suppose. But you did know we were headed north to
North.
get the Tula, right?
No, no one explained anything. The plans were for your group to meet, to stay at the house, do what you need to do, keep the books and tomes safe, while I got the caravans ready with volunteers from the town on to make this week-long journey.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I must have. Buck, you didn't write that down in the notes.
I feel like
Right.
everything has been a bit of luck. Moving forward, it's the details. Every little thing counts.
Indeed. Agreed there. So, here we are now. We should be prepared to assist you with this caravan. It's a week-long journey. Where are we going again?
He says we're going to an ancient dwarven monastery on top of the mountains.
Oh. Okay. Any chance we find a faster route?
Well, with the supplies we're going to need to pass, I think it's better for us to go as a collective than just 4 or 5 of us walking.
I got you. And we're doing this because you're afraid that someone is going to return with a dragon and burn the village down? I just don't think that that's probably going to happen.
Well, would you like to wait a week and see?
Well, no, I suppose we want to get the civilians to safety one way or the other, but I just don't. I wonder if we should just set up. I don't know. Haven't had enough time to think on it, but is the caravan ready to go?
It is. Follow me. Greer begins to show you the caravan here, and as the party walks over, you can see that he's actually sequestered a couple of volunteers. You see about 20 men, not including yourself there. Some from the town's guards, some farmers, some hunters and gatherers have kind of answered the call. So for Greer and the party members, there is 25 people that has going to be in this caravan. And Greer explains that with the caravan, we need some hunters, some gatherers, some to keep a lookout, some to make camp, some to break down. It's going to be a full-time journey where we might have to ford rivers, go through swamps, marshlands, and we might even have to fend over attacks. I'm going to be studying, of course, the tome that we're going to be bringing to the dragon. I fear that the dragon may try to attack this town, but I would like to study the tome as much as I can to figure out why Hunclay promised the dragon this, and why the dragon would threaten to attack this town and cause so much trouble over this tome. I would like to figure out what is, so I'm going to be studying most of the time on this caravan. If you need me, please let me know, but I'm going to leave it up to the group for the protection and to help lead. I will be there, again, studying, but I actually have, not sure if you saw, but Hunclay did have a stage coach that he used to use many years ago. We've made a little bit of modification, and we've been working tirelessly these last couple of days. Me and Noir actually took it on our last journey, but here it is. And he goes to show you this stagecoach for the party here, if I can find it. Here we go. So this is just one of them. Can the party see this right here?
No, it looks like a stagecoach.
Yep.
No. I see okay, now I see. I see where you're
Yeah, you can
This
put your
giant thing, yeah.
yeah, you can put your So you definitely
Inside
see
the
a huh?
north or south?
This one, the south one,
Inside the big or small
the
one?
bigger one. These are just where some of the NPCs
Okay.
are going to be. Um, he goes to explain that there are that the group is going to be taking point here. Pictures here, and he begins to give you a tour of the stagecoach. Okay. Okay, let me see if he'll. So, this will be a multi-layer stagecoach. There is a roof layer, an upper layer, and a lower level, where you and your comrades should feel comfortable. So, this is the stagecoach here. If it'll load, I don't know why it's not loading. Okay. I made it a lot much bigger, but anyways. Do you see this one?
I need to drag my
Yes.
character token on the map
Yeah.
because I don't see myself here.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta put it on. You know how to drag it? Drag it. Go over to your thingy and then just drag your like name.
So here's the lower floor. And then here is the upper floor. There are places for you to cook. There is quite enough lodgings. I believe there's only 4 of you. There is a lodging for 6 in case we pick up anything. There's a small cooking area, a reading area, and of course you will have to take care of your horses each night.
Our horses. Did we get horses? I didn't know about this. Hello. It's very kind of them to give us horses. I've always wanted a horse. Actually, you know what I've really wanted was a diabat. Yo, why didn't I buy a diabat when I was at Magnamar? I saw one. You saw one, didn't you, Burke? They had one in the menagerie.
Yeah, that is the big one flying over there.
Damn! I've always wanted a diabat, and that was my chance. That was.
But could have we rolled that?
You know how much easier everything is if you can just fly around, you know? It's so much easier. You avoid all the stagecoach traffic, you know? It's A to B. You don't have to worry about all these twists and turns and hopping over rivers and all that nonsense. Just diabat. What was That's it. I'm getting another teleport back.
So, did we not see the dragon's bones already? Wasn't this the dragon that was threatening the town?
Yeah, you know, I thought that too. I thought we went there and we saw it, and so at least if a dragon is coming back, it's not that one with the ridiculously long last name and it's hard to pronounce. You know, it could be another one, but not that one.
So with the party members getting more comfortable with their put your note here. With the party members getting more comfortable with their caravan, everyone is get settled in, and again, Greer tells the group that they will be riding point. There will be a couple of, like I said, farmers, gatherers, hunters, and scouts at their disposal for the 1 week journey. They are a day behind, so they did have 7 days, but now they have 6 days to make it. So,
I'm going to be in the stagecoach, putting together some things for the return. Please just call me if we're about to die or something.
So I asked Greer, it wasn't Atebrax the dragon that was buried on Ember Island?
mm-hmm.
We saw its bone.
Yeah, that bloke is toast. Sausage eggs.
So we know that at least
Toast.
it's not that dragon that will be after us.
But I think Greer's got the right idea. I mean, I think whatever comes back, I don't think we want to subject the
Yeah. Some damage it will most likely do. Even if it's not a fire breath, but a fireball, it will do some damage.
Whoa, that looks like a tank, like a turret.
You gotta look at you gotta check out Greer's place. Go there, check out Greer's.
Yeah, dude, this looks a lot like my submarine, only on land. See how it works.
These are the 3 levels of the thing.
Callista.
Greer is inside, and he has led up his ladder. He tells you to lead the way. And we will end our session on that note. Thank you for everyone who joined in to check us out this evening. And next week, it's going to be an epic journey to the dwarven monastery in the mountains. So, everyone have a good night.